With Dragon Ball Daima now being on Netflix, it is kind of prompting your boy to do something he always does, which is go back and rewatch Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And with rewatching this series, it's kind of reinforced the opinion that I kind of always had, but the internet tells me is untrue all the time. And that's the fact that Goku is a great father. There have been so many memes and tier lists on Reddit, and don't even get me started on Twitter, with a bunch of people outright hating Goku and just think that he's a shit father, which I don't understand why. So I thought I'd do what all YouTubers do, and that's make a video out of it. But before I get into the video, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell up top so you get notified of the latest and greatest videos. Now, there are a lot of points and evidence to support the fact that Goku is indeed a good father, but the first and most important and obvious one is how Dragon Ball Z even started. As most of you remember, it opened up with Gohan being kidnapped by Raditz in the first place. And he was so desperate to get him back, he teamed up with his arch nemesis Piccolo. And no, I'm not talking about Jolly Green / Orange Piccolo. If y'all remember, this was coming off of Dragon Ball where Piccolo used to be a straight demon. I mean, one of his kids, Bobby, smurdered Krillin. Y'all remember? He unalived Krillin in that series. So after he takes a special beam cannon to the chest, he tells Piccolo, I need you to train my son. And this is the part of the story where Piccolo usually gets a little bit too much credit for being Gohan's quote-unquote dad. And this is also where people say that Goku abandoned Gohan to go train because he was in Otherworld and he could have got brought back with the Dragon Balls. Now, even though this move is vastly irresponsible for Goku to make, it is actually pretty smart and it doesn't make him a bad dad. Yes, Goku did trust a guy that tried to murder him and his friends a long time ago with the safety of his son, but it was necessary because Raditz straight up told them, hey yo, Vegeta and Nappa are coming to destroy the entire planet. So if they would have wished Goku right back after he died, that would have been vastly stupid because he had an opportunity to train with King Kai in Otherworld. And even though he ended up losing that fight with Vegeta in the Saiyan Saga, bro, if he did not have Kaioken, that fight would have turned out vastly different. Not to mention, if he's gonna trust anybody with his son, Piccolo is the most logical choice to make him stronger because the rest of the Z Warriors at that time were trash. He knew Piccolo wasn't gonna seriously hurt Gohan because he just risked his life to save him. So after his training is done, he goes back to protect his son again. So after that saga is over, the Frieza saga is there. And people be like, oh, he put his son in danger on Namek. Gohan went to Namek on his own accord. And after he goes to Namek and is getting beat up by everybody and their mama, guess who comes out to save him again? Goku. You know, let's jump back to Piccolo for a second. Y'all Lord and Savior Piccolo. Piccolo always gets the credit for being Gohan's real father, and I'll give you that. He is a good mentor now. But if y'all remember when that training first started, he was leaving this kid alone in the forest. He was whooping his ass and leaving him at the mercy of dinosaurs and shit. And the reason why they got close in the first place is because Gohan was just a naturally kind-hearted kid. Even though Piccolo was being an asshole, he was like, you know, I guess you're all right. It's like you beating up a puppy. Eventually, you're going to start loving it. That's just a joke. YouTube, don't take down my video. But then you know what happened after that? We enter into the Cell saga. And no one ever gives Goku the credit for training Gohan in this saga. I'm talking about he's patient, supportive. He tells Gohan lessons actually about life. He actually spends a lot of good quality time with him. And nobody ever gives my boy credit for this. He's not trying to compete with him and tell him he ain't shit like a certain person. And I'm talking about Vegeta, which I never understand why he's never in the conversation because he is by far a more shittier dad than Goku. Now let's get into the main reason why people think that he's a shitty dad, which is all over the anime community. It's probably going to be in the comment section. And that's when he handed Cell that senzu bean. Listen, I'm not even going to sit up here and act like that was smart because it was very stupid, but that just shows you how much Goku believed in his son. Think about it for a minute. Imagine you believe your son could whoop somebody's ass so much that you let that dude heal up first and you like, all right, we're going to come back the next day and we're going to fight you because I know he going to beat your ass. Because for a second right now, think about Dragon Ball Z all the way up until this point. Every major confrontation or villain that they have dealt with, it was on the backs of Goku and Vegeta. The main purpose of Goku giving him that senzu bean was letting him know that, hey, look, I'm not always going to be here and you're eventually going to have to take my place as protector of Earth. And that's coupled with the belief that he even outright said that Gohan is going to surpass him one day. And people always overlook the fact that he was right. He went Super Saiyan 2 and put the pause on Cell. Now he did mess up by getting overconfident. And guess who was there to clean up his mess after all that happened? It was Goku. Not only did he clean it up, he died for a third time. But y'all say Piccolo's his real dad because he jumped in front of a Kai Blast and trained him. Get the fuck out of here. And not to mention every other movie and side quest that the Z Fighters are in, how does the storyline go? Gohan's playing mind his business and out of nowhere a villain comes down and proceeds to beating his ass. And Goku swoops down almost out of nowhere to come and save. Goku has saved his son from Raditz, the Ginyu Force, Frieza. And if we're counting the movies, he even saved his son from Cooler and he came back from the dead to save his son from Bojack. You know how much of a dedicated father you have to be to punch somebody from beyond the grave? He literally came down from heaven to sock Bojack Bojack because Bojack was squeezing the life out of Goku. I would employ anybody to name me one thing that Goku did that vastly outweighed dying for his son and having faith in his son. And not to mention, he never really put pressure on Gohan to become a warrior. He really just wanted him to be happy, even at the risk of the entire planet. Now, mind you, this is very, very stupid, but it shows you how good of a person Goku actually is. How do you think we got tracksuit Gohan in the first place? How do you think that happened? You think that he was putting pressure on the train? No, he's like, bro, go be happy. And remember in the Buu saga, when Gohan fumbled the bag, when he got overconfident again with Majin Buu and got absorbed, the person that was there to bail him out was Goku. So look, all this slander on the internet about him being a terrible father, you're gonna have to dead all that, especially with Vegeta walking around here. And if y'all wanna see a video like that, please let me know in the comment section because we can definitely make it happen. This reminds me of that breakdancing dad TikTok. You remember when a girl on TikTok came out and said that her dad was a deadbeat dad and he pulled up a gang of receipts showing otherwise? I just felt like having my boys back today. But hey, look, y'all gotta get up out of here. But once again, if y'all stuck with me this long, thank you so much. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell up top so you get notified of the latest and greatest videos. Until next time, my fellow Saiyans, peace.